Welcome back. We are now on step 3 of learning to do a vibrato. By now, you should be comfortable using the loose motion where your fingers aren't touching anything, but this part of your hand is very relaxed. And then also the version where you touch a string very, very, very lightly with your finger, but it would be like a harmonic. It wouldn't sound like an expressive vibrato at all. You're just seeing if you can keep that motion going without squeezing unnecessary muscles in your hand. We talked about how this should be a very simple motion, uncomplicated. In other words, not involving lots of different joints in your fingers. You're not wiggling in your hand. You're not wiggling your fingers. You're not rotating the wrong joints in your arm. The best way to make sure that you're doing it correctly, of course, is to make a video of yourself and then see what it looks like, or find a mirror in your practice area and watch yourself and make sure you're not doing something much more complicated than what I'm showing you. The next step is much like the second step, where you will be going back and forth with your finger extremely light on the string, but this time you're not actually going to move the finger. It'll stay in place, okay? So stay loose in your hand. It'll sound something like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a, okay? I usually start with middle of the hand fingers, middle of the instrument strings. Were I to put a bow on this, it would sound terrible. This is why I'm not using the bow. Listen. So don't use your bow. This is not an audible experience right now. It's a kinesthetic experience. You need to know how this feels. On the cello and bass, it's the same next step. So we'll be doing that same sort of rotational process, but this time we won't slide our fingers up and down the string. It's a back and forth motion, so up towards the scroll. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. When you get comfortable with that finger, try a different string and a different finger. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. A metronome really helps you stay steady. Once you're comfortable with that third step, you're ready for the fourth step of learning to do vibrato, which is the fourth and final vibrato segment.